I never really had a bad life. I had a supportive family and financially stable. I just got into the wrong crowd and did some things I shouldn't have done.
I was definitely a little different than other kids, I would say. I didn't really start school until like later in my life, about like 10 or 11. I didn't really fit in. I feel like I aged faster than a lot of my peers around me. I was struggling with some abuse throughout my family. People I trusted weren't really good people, you could say.
I've never met my dad. I got taken away from my family when I was 3. I've been in a lot of placements. I've dealt with drugs, physical abuse.
My mom and dad aren't together anymore, so my mom, she raised us all in a single household. I used to be into soccer and church and all these other good things, school, and then I started hanging around the wrong crowd. It slowly started pulling me into like marijuana or drinking a weekend or nicotine or something, and then it slowly started getting worse.
A lot of the stuff that was happening to me, I didn't really understand. I just thought every kid went through it. There was constant substance abuse. My mom and dad would fight all the time. I started visiting my cousin, who wasn't a very nice man. By that, I mean he was a pedophile. He was showing me videos of people doing stuff. He was starting to get more close to me, and he kind of almost like groomed me. Like he wanted me to think this is normal, and I would get rewards from it. Like he bought me a new computer, he bought me new video games, he bought me new clothes. And the whole time I thought what he was doing to me was what happened to everyone. And that went on for roughly 10 years.
And then I went to my uncle's, which wasn't a very good experience. I was hurt, beat, held up against the wall by my neck.
I started picking up a lot of hobbies that my mom did. I started smoking, drinking. I wanted to do what I've known my whole life. And I just got to the point where I was like, this isn't a life I want. I moved in with my sister. She got custody of me, and it was just straight downhill from there. I got really, really high, and I fell asleep, and I woke up and I realized my sister took advantage of me while I was sleeping, because she had this delusional thought in her head that it was okay to do that. And I got disgusted by myself. I blame myself for a lot of what happened. I overdosed, and it got to the point where DHS was seriously worried about my physical and mental well-being, and eventually intervened.
I started stealing and lying to my mom, coming home late. When she realized that she just couldn't do it, we needed to get help, and the Tulsa Boys Home was there.
I went to the Tulsa Boys Home. I was kind of scared. I had no clue what was finna go on. We got to all sit down at the table, eat dinner. We'd go back to the lodge. We'd do our chores. We all went to bed at the same time. Staff would play with us. The doors would lock after you shut them, so I felt really safe.
The first time I was here in the boys' home was a bit extreme. I was experiencing crazy withdrawals, and I was weak-minded, and I felt as if I couldn't handle it. So I ran off that same night, and I got picked up by the police. I went to juvenile for one night. I just started praying like crazy. I was crying in my cell because I wasn't used to that type of environment. And by some miracle, the Tulsa Boys Home had let me come back the very next day. Now, this time, been able to fully understand the disease of addiction, because last time I was there, I just thought I was ready for the world, and I wasn't.
I arrived to the Tulsa Boys Home when I was 15, and it was a big change in my life. They gave me clothes, they gave me food, I ate breakfast, lunch, and it was kind of a shock at first, to be honest. I mean, there's horses everywhere. People were walking me through, telling me that I'm safe. For the first time, I had running water and a stove that worked, and it was a really big moment for me, but there was still that part of me that was like, can I trust this?
I got through Bear Lodge. It's kind of hard, difficult. The kids would kind of get on my nerves, have to use coping skills, which that took some time to learn. Miss Jen and Mr. Hunter will sit there, help me, give me hugs, help me through whatever I was going through, talk about it with me. I really liked equine. We'd get to ride the horses, pet the horses. The different foods. I wouldn't have to eat like sandwiches every day like I would at home. It'd change. I get to have different appetites and get to see what we're having for dinner instead of already know what I'm having for dinner.
One of the major turning points for me in the boys' home was a staff member named Mr. Rambo. And he was a really influential person during my time in the boys' home. He really helped me open up to it. It's someone I felt like I could be safe with. We had a lot of things in common, and he's always helped me through my stay in the boys' home. I have something I'm struggling with. He's someone I can go to, someone I can trust. He really motivated me to keep going even when I felt like I couldn't. And that's a pattern I've really kind of picked up with the staff at the boys' home. They've helped me when I need someone to help with my homework, someone I need to talk to, someone I can trust. And it's almost like a really big family to me, which is something I haven't had.
Every staff member all together, the whole Tulsa Boys Home, kind of made me feel as a family. I'm able to speak more for like Hope Tours. I think it's practicing speaking because I speak out against fentanyl at events. They give us everything there. You know, we have the ability to go outside and play sports with other guys if we want. We have a full gym. We have a full golf pavilion.
I like the golf range that they built at Tulsa Boys Home because it helps me learn how to drive the golf balls better and hit them better. I got to go to this lodge called Buffalo that they recently opened up. It's a level C program, more freedom. We also get to go to public school. I really like public school. I get to meet new friends, new people. I get to see females instead of being at the Tulsa Boys Home.
I graduated our drug treatment program, which helped me transition to our Level C Buffalo Lodge, which is like a foster home for a lot of the guys that are ready to go into actual school. It's helped me start playing football. I'm planning on going to Tulsa Community College next year, and it's really helped me with like feeling that I'm like other kids now.
They've not only helped me being sober, but they've helped me mentally, spiritually, physically, academically. I've been able to catch up in school since I've been there, and I'm on track to graduate. They've kind of reignited the flame inside of me to start doing everything that I want to do positive for my life and have a good future.
The people that have helped me at Tulsa Boys Home, I really want to thank them. They've gotten me through a lot of tough times. They've given me a lot of joy.
It's impacted my life. It's given me a chance to continue my future. And I wish there was just some way I could pay them back. If it wasn't for the people that give to the boys' home and give to us, a lot of us wouldn't have the same opportunity that we do now to continue to thrive and continue to live normal lives, even with what happened to us in the past.
I know it's certainly not easy, but we all have power in us. This verse on my arm, the same power that rose Christ from the dead is living within you. So if the power is living within you, then you certainly have the power to get clean.